Senator Ishaq Dar Saab, Federal Minister for Revenue, Ishfaq Tola Saab, and other distinguished guests. I will try to cut down my speech so as to not stand between you and the finance minister that you're here to listen to. I would just try and focus on three things. There are, I think, three challenges in terms of today's discussion topic, which is transformation, technology, and sustainability. I think these three challenges emanate from three specific areas, which I will just briefly touch upon. The first is that the decision-making process in a lot of organizations today is dominated by people who are much more senior, and the structures are very hierarchical. So I think there is a need to involve those who are under 40, under 35, a younger group of people, to work on some of the key areas that are important and focus on them. The second thing that I think is important is that be able to the second thing I would like to talk about is that anything that requires transformation must have an approach towards risk taking. And we are born when we are young, and as we grow into adulthood, we are always told to avoid risks and the uncertainty that is associated with it. So we generally develop the tendency to innately, we develop the proclivity to avoid risks and the accompanying uncertainty. But to me, risk management lies at the heart of progress. And accordingly, during the past few decades, we have seen that leaders of many organizations have paid very dearly and exiting the markets unceremoniously if they haven't developed that side of things. The third thing that I would like to talk about is challenging for sustainable growth of businesses is to proactively keep pace with evolving needs of economy, demands of customers, shifts in markets, and ever-changing knowledge-based environment, which in turn leads to an inability to develop products and value propositions based on hard data science. With the advent of artificial intelligence, I think the ability to manage, share, and analyze data for decision making is a critical element for sustainable decision making. So the question rises how to deal with these things, and with these three challenges. And I think the answers lie within those three challenges that I talked about. So first of all, I think all organizations must foremostly embed, inculcate, and reward risk-taking in their culture. And the risk-taking obviously does not mean taking a blind jump into darkness, but at the same time, risk-taking must be integrated into the business strategy, as should be out-of-box thinking. The second important aspect of accelerating sustainable transformation relates to nurturing youth to become the powerhouses of innovation and leadership in corporate organizations. SECP has been working at this end, and I will just share a few statistics with you. In 2019, approximately 28% of our workforce was under 35, and today that figure has jumped to 35%. Likewise, I would like to mention that female professionals in senior positions 3 years ago was 16%, and today it is at 28%. And at the same time, I can tell you that we are undergoing through a major transformation program, which is called Leading Efficiency through Automated Prowess. And this entire plan was envisaged and conceptualized and developed by a group of people whose average age was below 40 significantly. And this brings me to the last and equally important aspect, that stakeholder-centric businesses are actually controlling market niches. And those that resist change and fail to transform will invariably be wiped out. So there is a need to review operating and delivery models through the lens of stakeholders based on hard data. So to me, use of artificial intelligence, predictive analysis, data science, etc., coupled with constantly training and retraining the entire workforce it's absolutely critical and unavoidable. In the end, I would conclude by emphasizing that the focus must be on building businesses that last rather than building businesses purely for profit. because the businesses that will last will invariably beat in the long term the businesses built for profit. So it is imperative that we work together for stepping into the shoes of multiple stakeholders to determine their present and future needs and accordingly recalibrate our strategies with a keen eye on the impact of these decisions and these strategies for future generations. The ESG regulatory roadmap of SECP is a first step in identifying the opportunities and risks associated with this. And I'm confident that together we can pave the way for a secure and sustainable future for our future generations. And finally, I would like to express my appreciation for ICAP for continuing to play its synergizing role in delivering value to the capital markets, the corporate sector, and the overall economy. And I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors and thank the Honorable Finance Minister.